Hello everybody, I'm Dhanushri and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be comparing MAC and PAC foundations. I've been wanting to do this video for so long, but I'll be honest with you, this is a bit embarrassing, but I did not know my perfect shades in MAC or PAC or any of these foundations, even though I've been a beauty YouTuber and a makeup artist for so long now. Because as a makeup artist, I always had a couple of many 2-3 shades of different foundations with me, so I always mixed and matched and made my perfect shade. So I never really cared about my perfect match, but only this year that I've been trying to get into finding foundations for my skin tone, which is medium skin tone with yellow warm undertone. So if you are of that shade, this video will be helpful for you. So what I'm putting right now is my Cetaphil moisturizer, and it's very important that you prep your skin before you put on any foundation. It doesn't matter whether you which foundation you're using, you should prep your skin well before you start your makeup. So before we compare the foundations, I'm going to color correct my face. As you can see, I have a lot of discoloration on my face, especially under the eyes and so my current favorite for color correction is this 01 concealer shade by Swiss Beauty. I talked about this in the Swiss Beauty video as well. It's a very nice color correction shade. So this is the new reformulated MAC foundation. It comes with a pump now, but honestly I don't like this design so much. In this particular product, you're supposed to actually, this is supposed to push to the right side whenever I move this, but it doesn't. It just gets stuck, so I have to push it manually, and once you push it you can pump the foundation. But the new formula is supposed to be a very breathable formula. They have added skincare ingredients like red algae extract and hyaluronic acid to make it more hydrating. As you can see, it is quite thicker in consistency. It's not that liquidy. So what I generally like doing is I mix this makeup booster by Forever 52. So I just mix a drop of this because I have dry skin. If you have oily skin, you can go ahead and use it like it is, or you can add a drop of any facial oil, face oil, and I just mix this with my fingertip, and as you can see, this has created a beautiful consistency of the product. So I forgot to mention my shade was NC35. So there is a little bit of a story behind this, how I got this shade. So I always kind of believed that my shade was NC35, but our shades change throughout the entire year, and whenever I went to the MAC store, they always matched me to NC40. I don't know, they were always adamant about matching me to NC40, but whenever I used NC40, I did not feel like it was the right shade for me. So I went back to NC35, and I feel that NC35 is my shade because these foundations do oxidize. MAC oxidizes. So I use NC35 and I like using. So when it comes to shade match, what I like doing is I match my shade to my chest basically, or the inner part of my hands. So, and the way because my neck and my face, they're both tanned most of the times, so I match it to my chest so that this entire unit looks like one single unit. Everything doesn't look different. I don't look like a different head on a different body. So I match to, and whenever I contour, I use this shade for my contour, that is this part of my arms. So okay, so once I've done this, I'm going to blend this. So I'm taking my damp beauty sponge, and from the center of the face, I'm going to blend it outwards. So as you can see, because I've added that drop of mixing liquid, this blends so easily. Otherwise, MAC foundations, they create sort of like dry patches if you already have dry skin. Now it's a very buildable foundation. You can build it up to full coverage. This is what it looks like now. So I've used one pump for half of my face. So you'll have to use 2 pumps for the rest of your face, and you can build it up with more foundation. But for me, this is fine. So I've given it 5 minutes to settle, and this is how it looks now. It will oxidize a little bit more as we go. But right now I want to put the PAC foundation on the right side. Now this is PAC Studio HD Liquid Foundation in the shade 2.3, and this is a good shade for medium skin tones with warm undertones, and it's also a liquid foundation, and it's very the formulas are pretty similar, MAC and PAC formulas. The only difference with PAC is that PAC gives a lot of radiance, but with MAC, as you saw, it gives a bit of a radiance to the skin too. It's not like a fully matte foundation. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put 2.3 on my right side. I'm going to blend it up. The first difference that I see between these foundations is the shade. So definitely 2.3 is lighter than NC35. But when I saw some swatches online, so PAC also have the swatches, one swatch video on their channel. So in that video I saw that there's a 2-tone difference between 2.3 and 2.5. So I always felt like 2.5 was similar to NC40. So I did not want to put my money on 2.5. So I got 2.3. And also I wanted to check how much it oxidizes before I spent my money on the wrong shade. So I got 2.3. But I feel like it's a decent match to NC35. There's not too much of a difference. Comparing them side by side, let's first compare the shades. So NC35 is definitely a better match to my skin tone, and it is slightly more yellow than PAC foundation. PAC 2.3 is definitely a bit lighter. Maybe I need to try 2.5, but it's okay. There's not too much of a difference between the shades. But PAC is definitely less yellow than MAC. Then when it comes to both feel comfortable. When it comes to the feel, both are comfortable, both feel hydrating, they don't feel too drying. That is maybe also because I've put on a nice moisturizer, so that could also be it. But yeah, both feel nice, and both of them give a nice sheen and a glow to the face. PAC is definitely a little more glowy than MAC, but MAC is definitely more hydrating than their original version. So I've done the rest of my makeup, and I will be testing these foundations for 5-hour wear test, and it's 5 o'clock in the evening. Now I will check in with you at 10 o'clock at night, and let's see how do these hold up. Hello everyone, I'm back. So I went out, had some food, did some house chores, and it's 10 p.m. almost, and I'm back here after 5 hours, and this is how my makeup looks. So both the sides look pretty shiny, especially the oil is peeking through on my forehead. Not so much anywhere else, but I also don't have oily skin. I have not retouched my face or blotted my face at all during these 5 hours. This is exactly how I applied my makeup, but the makeup looks pretty good. It looks almost exactly like it looked when I applied it. When it comes to oxidization, I was very surprised to find that PAC has oxidized way more than MAC has. MAC almost looks the same as it did in the start, but PAC, which was actually lighter in color, has oxidized to a darker shade than MAC. So keep that in mind. You can clearly see the line at the center of my forehead where PAC starts, and it's looking darker. There is also a little bit of transfer from the cheeks area, but I think no foundation is transfer proof as such. So all in all, both the foundations get a thumbs up from me. I like undertone and shade wise, I like the MAC side better, and the PAC side is more dewy satin finish, so for my dry skin it feels better to me. Also but both these foundations are almost similar when it comes to their staying power, when it comes to their finish and everything. They look great on the skin, both of these foundations. And MAC has definitely improved in the sense that it's not as drying as it used to be. It doesn't feel as cakey. And as I gave you the tip, just mix a little bit of some mixing liquid or just a drop of some oil, and then you can use your MAC foundations better if you have dry skin. Hope you like this review. If you have any questions or if I missed telling you something, please ask me in the comment section below. I hope to see you soon. Okay, bye.